All right. Good evening and good night, and welcome to the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. It is Wednesday, April 29th, 2015. My name is David, a.k.a. Kimba, a.k.a. Christian, alongside
Soup.
Yeah, Soup. We're back again.
Yes, sir. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah,
right.
I can hear you. Yeah, you're coming in loud and clear, man. Yeah, this is the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, some Fridays, some Saturdays, and even some Sundays, 8 p.m. until. Give us a call tonight. We do have a telephone number, 340-201-9005. You can also text us on that number as well. But most importantly, you have to go to our website, streaming live from the VI.com, in order to see the show tonight. As we say that, we do have a guest tonight. Grandmaster Lewis Jackson is here. Wave to the crowd. Mr. Jackson, you're streaming out right now. Our audience is seeing you. We're going to continue on with a few things here. I just want to say, Mr. Lewis, that we are in the high-tech, low-tech studio, coming to you from an undisclosed location here in beautiful island of St. Croix, Virgin Islands. No radio, no TV, internet only. So you have to go to our website, streaming live from the VI.com, in order to see the show. We have many recorded live shows on YouTube and Ustream.tv. Search for our channel. It's Your Perspective Talk Show. You'll see them all right there. 2 Facebook pages. I want to give shout-outs to CHS Class of 1982. That's the class year that Soup and I are representing. Shout-outs to Vanessa, Rhythms and I-Grade Records, Julie, and Sharice King. And to all our past guests, thank you for coming on. Last week we had Toby D. Who else we had? A couple other people. I can't even think of their names right now. We're on Twitter. Link us up at VI Perspective. Tweet with us. This show's mission is basically to inform, entertain, and empower everybody. We're moving straight forward and up. And as always, Soup blesses the show with the It's Your Perspective poem. Soup, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Bless that mic, man.
Greetings in the name of Kidamawi and Paris Selassie the First, Jah Rastafari. The greatest secret in life is that reality is nothing more than illusion. The physical world does not exist outside of our own belief system and the filter of our own mind. We are, in fact, subparticles of Jah experiencing creation itself. But as subparticles of Jah, we have swayed over these creations. Everything you have experienced in life, every event, occurrence, object, and person is nothing more than a figment of your own thoughts, beliefs, and words. The problem is, most of us are still asleep. The problem is, most of us are still asleep. When you understand this, your entire world shifts, and you come to realize the true meaning of life is thus like a lucid dream. We have total control.
Yes, sir, Soup. Thank you for blessing us again.
Yes,
with the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. Soup's been blessing us for well over a year now. We just had our 1-year anniversary 2-3 weeks ago. We did 1 year. We've been doing this show, and Soup's been blessing us from the very beginning. But this is the It's Your Perspective Talk Show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Reach us tonight, 340-201-9005. And we do have a special guest in the house tonight. Grandmaster Lewis Jackson is here. Thank you for coming out to the studio tonight and spending some time with us. And there he is right there. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
For coming out and spending some time with us. So I got a call, and this young lady said we have to get you on the show, and so here you are, and you wanted to talk a little bit about an upcoming event that's happening in St. Thomas. I guess it's the International Battle of Champions.
Yeah, the seventh International Battle of the Champions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is my first time meeting you, and so kind of let us know who you are. You say you've been doing this for a long time, and maybe take us back a little bit in some of the humble beginnings, and how you got into it, and how you got to where you are now.
Yeah. Let me first give thanks and praise to God for the purpose in life, the life in life, and for all that He has given. And I would like to first thank also It's Your Perspective Talk Show for having me here as a guest.
You're welcome.
David and Soup.
Yes, sir.
I've been studying the martial arts from about 1963. That's over 52 years. Started out right here in St. Croix at the St. Mary's School. Moved to Centeno, where the Centeno cook shop is right now. Even up at the Moravian School.
Right.
And was taught by Grandmaster Frank Ruiz. Such black belts as Woodrow Wilson, Theophilus Solomon, Bert Bryan, all those old pioneers. Some have passed, Bert is still alive. And also with the companionship of Arthur Dennery, Charles Christian, Keith Francois. These are the living pioneers of the martial arts here in the Virgin Islands. And from there, the martial arts spread it out throughout the islands, and throughout we started to manifest our presence globally as a Virgin Islands by exhibiting our arts. As for myself, I'm a 10th degree black belt in JITSU, Jiu-Jitsu, 9th degree black belt in Kantao Jiu-Jitsu, and also 6th degree black belt in Nisei GOJUU, 5th degree black belt in USA GOJUU. Been studying the martial arts, like I said, for over 52 years. Studied various styles in GOJUU, such as Miyagi, Shogun Miyagi GOJUU, USA GOJUU, Yamaguchi Gogen GOJUU, and then Grandmaster Frank Ruiz said, we're going to circle, and he called it Nisei GOJUU. And that's where a lot of the foundation has been. Then with the adaptation and learning of Hapkido and other different styles of arts, including Kyokushinkai, Shotokan, we did, and we manifested the art more by our tournament ventures. I have to, at this time, a moment of silence for the Grandmaster Ruiz and my immediate instructor, Grandmaster Earl Monroe, who will be coming to our shores. I'm also the 5th generation of the traditional GOJUU system. Shogun Miyagi taught Yamaguchi Gogen. Yamaguchi Gogen taught Peter Urban. Peter Urban taught Grandmaster Frank Ruiz. Grandmaster Frank Ruiz taught Earl Monroe, and he sent me to Earl Monroe, and that's how I become 5th, 6th generation of the lineage of GOJUU system. In the year 2000, I was tested by the World Martial Arts Council Sokership and formed my own system, which is a combination of all the experience and art forms that there have been in the discipline of fighting and self-defense. Never forgetting the Bushido, which is the spirit of the art. Humility, loyalty, dedication, each one teach one, knowledge in the corner is useless unless it's shared, etc. I've had over 10 martial arts Hall of Fame induction, from Jiu-Jitsu to Karate, and I can go on and on. But humbly I'd say I give thanks and praise again to all the teachers that have been able to share their wealth of knowledge to me. And so I'm now throwing the ball of knowledge and sharing the knowledge I've received to all the students throughout the world. I have over 57 black belts spread out throughout the world. In the United States Navy, Army, Marines, all over.
Have followed your instruction?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I ask you one thing, Grandmaster? Where was the art GOJUU originally started?
It originated in Okinawa.
Japan?
Yes, in
Okay.
the 1800s, 1842.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just to continue, not on myself, but I want to send a message out that the Virgin Islands have so much talents. We have such notable martial artists as Art Denery, Grandmaster Denery. We have Charlo Christian, Grandmaster Christian. We have Grandmaster Keith Francois. We have Master Nogi O'Brien. We have Master Dino Herbert, Master Pedro, Master Wilson, and it just continues and continues. And my strongest that I have right now that's perpetuating the teaching of the martial arts is we have Stone Williams in St. Thomas. We have Alan Haynes. We have a psychologist, psychiatrist, Dr. Walker, female and renowned international champion. And our black belts range from 10 years old all the way up to, I'm not going to say my age.
So you can have someone...
Knowledge to the grave.
You can have someone, if I'm understanding correctly, that's 10 years old and can be a black belt?
That's correct, sir.
Okay, so how does that happen? I thought it was like over years that you get to that.
Okay, now normally in my system, if I would sit here and tell you you're going to get a black belt in 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, I'd be a phony, because it depends on each individual. The 10-year-old that I'm talking about started with my school from 3.5 years old.
Okay.
4 years old.
Yes, sir.
They got like 6
years.
5+ years of dedicated martial arts training. And not only have matched their talents internationally in the U.S. World Tournaments, such as the U.S. Open,
right,
Atlanta Open, in Venezuela. You know, we have a lot of champions right here, not only in my system, but in the other martial arts forms also.
right.
The development of the art is paramount. And what I want to mention, it's not about kicking and punching and striking. It's about Bushido, the discipline, understanding to walk away rather than fight, to avoid danger, to understand the penal system, because your body becomes a weapon.
A weapon, yes.
And you have to know when you can use that. And not only when, but the degree of defense that you're going to utilize so that it does not become brutality. We walk away rather than fight. We scream for help. We maim rather than kill. And there's a thin line. You kill rather than be killed. But the most important thing is to remove yourself from the danger. Mr., Miss, I don't want no problem. Sir, please. And you remove yourself.
Do you, in a situation like that, would you identify yourself as a black belt because I have such and such and I don't want to go to the extreme, or would you just remove yourself?
You can identify that, but the removal of yourself from the situation is paramount.
Right.
Because we're talking about seconds.
Yes, yes.
Things are moving fast.
Fast, yes.
You could be going to your car, such and such. Listen, and you run to the next. I don't want no problem. You first have to show, according to the penal system, you have to show in the discipline that you are not using the art in any bullying format, antagonistic format, but you are using the art for what it is.
Okay.
Self-defense.
Let me ask you something, and as you touch on the penal system, as you become a black belt, do you go and register with the police system stating that you are now a black belt and X and just like would you go and register a weapon like your gun?
No, it's not a requirement to say in here in the Virgin Islands that you go and say, I am a black belt, officers such and such, please give me registration, such and such. The discipline and the Bushido of the art cultivates inside of you that black belt mentality.
Okay.
And remember, as you move from the grade white beginner, humility. Then green belt, hard work. Purple belt, dedication. Bingo. And then you come to black belt. It's just a starting back again. You're making that circle all over again to renew again the Bushido of the art. And I think it's important that I keep saying Bushido, that we don't get lost on this.
Yes.
The Bushido of the art is governed by these simple guidelines. We believe that love is our law. Peace is our shelter. Order is our attitude. Truth is our worship. Conscience is our guide. Form is our manifestation. Nature is our companion. And beauty and perfection is our life. And our purpose in life is to aid. Is to aid, not to destroy. Is to aid all mankind. And that Bushido philosophy is manifested from the time a student joins the class with a white belt, and it's perpetuated all the way up.
All the way through, yeah.
So it's a recycling and a rebuilding and a strengthening of, yes, I have learned, but I have learned the discipline of the art.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. So you formed your own, I guess, style?
Yes, sir.
So how does that get approved? I mean, you create it, and is it like a board that says, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
You go in front of a board. Normally it's about 8 to 10 grandmasters, and they judge your performance of what you are saying that you can do. Of course, you have written records of your achievements and accomplishments, and then you're tested with defenses against knives, guns, multiple attack, and all that. And then the council decides whether or not you are certified as a Grandmaster.
Okay.
And the Grandmastership starts from 8th degree, 9th degree, 10th degree. You become doctor and Soki. Soki means head founder. So you have founded and established the art. But at the same time, you never forget your roots and what made you that founder.
Right.
That's why I gave you the lineage. And that's why I give so much respect, thanks, and gratitude to grandmasters that have taught and share their wealth of knowledge. And you just change the perspective for the times that you see is workable, and you put it and it's tested, and you contribute now to the further development of the art, because our purpose in life is to aid all mankind.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah. It's definitely deep, man. So you've been doing this, you said, for 52 years.
Yeah.
And you're a grandmaster. I don't mean to say that, but you've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
What is one of the biggest misconceptions about what you do, the art form? I guess when we think of karate, we think of Bruce Lee. What's some of the biggest misconceptions of the training and I guess the art form?
I think, to me, if I may humbly say, in all my years of training, and we teach strategic self-defense, workable techniques. When you see Jackie Chan jumps up and fly over a car and does a flip and all that, I don't see a lot of those things workable in Pueblo or by Grand Union or by Plaza, but between two cars. But it helps to promote the art, to show you where your body can go. Now, with the repetition of these skills and performances, that has been done, it then helps to, oh, mommy, daddy, I want to learn the martial arts. Then the Bushido comes in.
Okay.
And the development. But one of the misconceptions that I see, getting back to your question, is what we call tamashiwari. Tamashiwari is the breaking of objects. The breaking of the objects is very, very good. It's a good discipline. It lets you focus on points where all the energies in any object is flowing, because that's how life is. And you got to hit that board or that brick in that particular spot. Bam! And then the board breaks. But remember what I said, strategic self-defense. I have never seen a board or a brick kick back or punch back. It is set between objects to be broken. Our strength is reinforced. Our chemi, which means focus, is definitely manifested, and we see the strength of our strike with the break. And also it gives us self-confidence, renewed confidence into one's being. However, take that and you walk into the street where strategic self-defense comes in, where the first thing is to do what? Walk away rather than fight. Main, call out for help. Help! Somebody stop this guy! Stop this guy! Stop the... Main rather than kill. When you hit the bricks, you don't want to main it. You want to go through the bricks. You want to go through the wood and kill rather than be killed. So in the development of the martial arts, that mind is going all the time. And while it's going all the time, that Bushido concept is there. Am I doing the right thing at this time? I got to walk away. Because he who lives, he who fights and runs away, lives to fight another day.
Can I ask you?
Because you never know. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Grandmaster, have you ever been in that position?
I'd say yes without any elaboration.
Right.
But it's not. Let me put it in a different perspective. There's a lot of people that are walking around, moving around in and out of their cars, and are not taking care of their body. So when you learn the martial arts, that strike that I told you with Tamashiwari and all that,
yes,
what to you may be a little strike could be so devastating to someone who's not in shape.
Right.
So again, I'm speaking about that mental perspective that you have to have.
Right.
To be aware that the avoidance, and if I have to use my art, I use it with the minimum force so that I don't become anything of aggression. You don't want that word to hit you. And it's very, very, very important. But you would be surprised. On the inverse now, you have a lot of people, Sue, that's out there, that's in shape. You know, and if our martial arts students are not practicing correctly, I repeat, practicing correctly, they may throw their best punch or throw their best kick. And the guy stand up or the lady stands up and say, oh yeah, you see it on UFC and all that. Girls, I mean, everybody's in shape.
Right, right.
So you got to be careful that you two are totally in shape. And not that, oh, I got a black belt, but It's cool out time. I am this, I won the grand championship and cool out. It's all from the knowledge, starts from the cradle
To the grave.
to the grave. That's why you'd see soup, grandmasters, them that are, and they're still so strong in their 70s, doing their breathing. And they manifest it, and you feel the energy coming
Yes.
out because it comes from inside, from that cultivation.
Let me ask you. So I have a 3-year-old son, and I want to get into karate. I come to where you are, and then how does it go from there?
Well, number one, we have you fill out an application. We want to be sure, number one, that your child, which becomes our child,
Yes.
is physically fit, because we may have, we accept students who may not be as physically fit as the other one. I don't want to use the word handicap and all that, because everybody is blessed by the Almighty.
Yes, sir.
So once we do that and you fill out the registration form, you cite on it exactly if there's asthma conditions, if there's a back problem, so we know how to work with our child. Not your child,
Our child.
our child.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And they become one family, and they're taught, and they bow, giving respect. At the end of the class, they always ask, guess what? And you hear them say, Sensei, which means instructor. Sensei loves you. And I say, and I love you too. And it doesn't stop there. And your mother and your father, your sisters and your brothers, your teachers, your grandparents, your godfather, we all love you. Because that's so very, very important. Again, in the Bushido of the art, that while you are teaching our children, that they feel love, that you build self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence, and self-defense, and not necessarily in that order.
So my kid is fit. He's accepted. So do you have like practical and theory? I mean, like classroom. You
Yeah.
get into the history and all that kind of stuff, and then you do the.
You come in and each one teach one. So they line up white belt, green belt, purple belt, brown belt, black belts. After they go through the basic Kihons, which is your basic block, punches, stretches, and what have you. Then there's breakout. Then you have the green belts maybe working with a white belt. You may find a brown belt going over working with your trio who just came to show them how to walk,
Okay.
how to stand, because they have to go through that same developing stage as like a child in the crib, holding on and getting up.
Well, right.
Yeah.
And you here I see under you have like the after school martial arts program.
Right. Well, I don't like to use the word in education. Connection comes under the umbrella of the Virgin Islands Parental Association.
Okay.
And under that umbrella is the Education Connections, which deals with the educational, spiritual, and physical development of our children. And we had spent time, and this is done at the Charles Emmanuel School. Program director is Marissa Allen, and they're taught reinforced skills in science, homework, math, reading, drama, and we interchange with other after school that's going on with agriculture and what have you. So it is the total development, education connection. And now to reinforce all of that, the discipline of the art takes place. And the discipline of the art says that, okay, every marking period, you got to bring that report card. The report card is read. Johnny, okay, what you got? Okay, reading, A. Science, B. I don't like this. What's that? Okay, reading comprehension, C. Now I don't want my hand going any lower than that, or else you're gonna hurt Sensei's back, Grandmaster's back. So keep my hands in the A's and the B's. But no child, none of our students are embarrassed. And what does it do? Very important. Spiritual development, that there's a Almighty.
Yes.
Second, education. Third is the physical. We say, what comes first? We say God. What comes next? Education. It's very, very important that they intertwine with the kicks and the throws and the locks and the twisting, that all the twisting of the negatives comes out. And every so often we'd say, students, get rid of that bad angel on the left. Pull in the good angel.
Yes.
We're going to discard the bad and keep the good.
Wow.
Grandmaster, I see you had a time here 11 to 1 for Charles H on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Is this?
No, that's not for Charles H. That would be for the school and our school in St. Thomas. Charles H is from 3 up until 6 o'clock in that 3-hour span.
3 to 6?
Yeah,
3 to 6,
in
okay.
Charles H, yeah.
All right.
Okay, and in that 3-hour span, the science, the math, the reading,
all of that
and the
takes
martial
place.
arts takes place.
Okay.
They move from one area to the other, and everything like that.
So
Now the 11 to 1 that you spoke about, that you just mentioned,
Uh-huh.
is the school in St. Thomas. And
Oh.
that's at the University of the Virgin Islands.
okay.
So there's no school here?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
at the Charles.
Okay.
H, yes.
That's what the
Yeah.
school is. Okay.
That's where the
I got-
school is.
Okay, I got you.
And let me tell you, if I may, humbly, I thought at St. Joseph's School, I taught at Central, I taught at St. Mary's, and then I said, now I got to reach out to where our other children that may not be that fortunate. So I'm going into the neighborhoods. And I have to say again, there's other martial artists that are doing the same thing.
Right.
Like Master Phipps, he's in GOJUU.
He's moved to GOJUU?
Doing something.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing something. And he's right here in
Harborview.
too. Yes.
Right, okay.
So I love that.
Yes.
Because we
yes.
got to go and reach them, and cultivate them, because they're our children.
Right.
Yeah.
Are kids in general interested in learning what you're teaching them?
Children.
Children. And you, Grandmaster, because I was about to tell him the same thing. I was about to tell him the same thing.
With all due respect.
Yes. Children.
I have to remind myself too,
Yes,
because it's customary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are the children
Yeah.
generally interested in learning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, with the program that just started in Education Connection, approximately about 10 students will be going. That just started out.
We're
And
going to
they'll
the
be
competition?
going to the competition.
Wow.
And not only that, if you look at their grade reports, and when I go to the classroom and I ask the teachers, I can't believe
Transformation
the
took place.
transformation,
Yes, sir.
because it entwines the discipline, manifests, and it cultivates what the teachers are doing.
Yes.
Remember, the teachers love you. Your parents love you. We all love you.
Yes.
Well, okay, who have to make a difference first? Who have to believe in who first? You.
Yes.
You know, yeah.
So, Grandmaster, where do the adults, when do you teach adults here on the island, and St. Croix? Do you have any session for the adults here on the island?
I have not opened up an adult class as yet.
Okay.
I had an adult class before.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, I'm now reaching out
To the
more
unfortunate.
Yes.
Got you.
Even the word unfortunate is not so nice to say. I'm reaching out to other communities.
Yes.
Let us see that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Other communities.
I think that's better.
Yes.
And that's what I'm focusing on. With the adults now, with the adult classes in the past,
Uh-huh.
a lot of adults don't like to get hit, you know. Sometimes they don't want to fall down. They don't want to, you know.
Okay.
And not only that, you got to remember too that you're going to get some little injuries. You're going to get some little, and then you may have to go to work and all of that. So I have to, especially when I'm working with my black belts that are police officers, borderline protection, and all of that,
Uh-huh.
I have to make sure that the training is such, and I govern that, and I make sure that I'm focusing on that by themselves, so that they don't leave with no injury and injure each other, because tomorrow they got to be on duty.
Yes.
And they got to be fit.
Yes.
You know, so all of these things is a holistic effort in the martial arts. It's not just no. It's a lot of development that you see, because similar, our police officers, correction officers, marshals, correctional, whatever, borderline protection, they are governed by the same discipline.
Right.
Minimum force. If not,
Minimum force.
it becomes aggression,
Yes.
and it moves into a different plane. But they have to be able to take care of themselves. So if you can exert 2,000 or 3,000 or 4 or 5, 800 pounds of force, you have to be able to withstand that. So you better do them sit-ups. You better hit that bag. You better let somebody beat on your body and hit you, so that when you get hit, it's like
You just shake it off, right?
Yes, sir.
And the most important thing, and I'll just share this for the audience, is that when the force hits you, you got to get it out. So as you get hit, you throw it out. You know, now you take it in and you destroy you.
See the psychology behind that? You see?
That's GOJUU.
GOJUU.
The breathing aspect.
Okay.
That anytime you get hit, you exert the force. The same concept.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Grandmaster, you want to talk about the tournament that we're gonna have? You had different divisions of the tournament. Katas.
Right. Yeah.
Katas traditional, Katas extreme, weapons traditional, weapons extreme, continuous sparring, point sparring, jiu-jitsu, and team competition.
Right. I mean, this is going to be a martial arts extravaganza.
Is this like the biggest one you've done, or they're all pretty much the same?
This would be the biggest one in terms of the first time that sports jiu-jitsu is being introduced in Virgin Islands competition.
Okay.
Now, when our students go away, we fight in other divisions besides the 8 that I have.
Right.
We do mixed martial arts also. So we do, like they say, Grandmaster Jackson, you have any team that's ready to do? I said, we never did that before, but parents, you want your son, you want your daughter to. In your hands, Grandmaster. I said, let's go. And we come out what? Victorious.
Nice.
We have a guy by the name of a student by the name of Alex Carrad from St. Thomas. Took the sports jiu-jitsu championship in the U.S. World Tournament.
Wow. About
three years ago. First time we went on stage, they went to get their best that they had.
Right.
And right on stage, we were there. And
how come we don't hear these individuals?
The humility of the art is very important. You're not going to find Jago Jiu-Jitsu blowing any big horn. We'll come back and we'll sell in the media what we have done, and that's it. But the students are taught to be humble.
Right, okay.
And all that, you know. But once it comes time to competition, we normally do very, very good in competition. Praise and thanks due to the Almighty, and of course to the self-esteem and self-worth that they have. And I have to commend the parents them too for standing behind the instruction that they're receiving, their children, and the black belts that they're receiving, so that they take it into self-worth, display it, and make it effective.
Okay.
But this tournament coming up is a martial arts extravaganza.
Yes.
GOJUU JITSU Federation presents.
That's it. That's the flyer right there of the event on May 23rd and 24th, 2015 at the University of the Virgin Islands Sports and Fitness Center, St. Thomas, in the United States Virgin Islands.
Yep.
You know
what's going to happen at that tournament? It's not a one-day tournament.
Yes.
It's 2 days.
2 days.
On Saturday, we're going to have katas, which is forms.
Okay.
We're going to have also weapons.
What kind of
We're
weapons?
going to have any weapons. It could be from the bow to the kama to the sickle or the sword, whatever. And they will display their talents in their respective categories.
Okay.
And then we're going to have the sports jiu-jitsu, where you see the locking and the locking out and the choking out and the tapping. You know, that's enough, and, and things like that,
right,
you know.
Right.
And, of course, control, because it's not full contact.
Okay.
You know. And then on the Sunday now, we move into the kamite, the fighting, the continuous fighting, where for fighting the 2 minutes, who has the most points within that 2 minutes. And all contestants will have on their protective gears, except black belts over or belts over the ages of 18 years old, but they have to wear their foot gear to protect their foot and their hands and their helmet. Mouthpiece, gentlemen, groin protectors.
Right.
But our youths, our children, they must have their feet protected, their shin, their groin, chest protector, face shield, and mask. And of course, the judge in there and the refereeing would be very, very disciplined so that nobody gets hurt.
Okay.
I can hit you before you hit me. Wow! You know, not bam! And looking to grab and malicious attack.
Right.
No. Then you'll be disqualified.
So it's very controlled.
Very controlled.
Okay.
Our judges are international judges that come?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be our local judges plus coming in. I have Grandmaster Fitzpatrick coming in from the GOJUU, and he's from the 6th lineage, because I'm Dai Senpai, meaning I'm the first son, the first black belt of Grandmaster Earl Monroe. Remember I said Chogen Miyagi,
right?
You know, Yamaguchi Gogan, Peter Urban, Grandmaster Frank Ruiz, Earl Monroe, boom, #1 son, Louis A. Jackson. So that's the lineage there. Now, right under that, I have black belts such as Rupert O'Brien, Dino Herbert, all of these different black belts come under Pedro. All of them have fall under that whole umbrella.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But like I said, the kamite is a continuous. Then there's the point. In 2 minutes, who can get 5 points?
Okay.
So you get a point for control?
Yeah, your control technique.
Okay.
No facial contact.
Okay.
For the children.
For the children.
Adults, you got to protect yourself.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's the way it's
That's
on
why
the
go
street.
treats.
Yes.
That's
You got to
right.
protect yourself.
That's right.
And then we'll also have, of course, award ceremonies and things. On Friday evening, we're going to have a reception for the Grandmasters. Our host hotel is the Emerald Beach Hotel.
Emerald Beach.
Carib Beach. And also the Beachcomber can be also utilized right on that strip right there by the airport.
Yeah.
So they hop right over to the university. They can, and our visitors have the beaches right there to work out, to swim and soak and everything like that. We have transportation that will be provided. We'll have a lot of food in the concession, at minimal cost. You go to pay to go in, it's $10, I think. I'm not too much on the figures, but I think it's $10 entry, $15 or something for the 2 days, if you do the 2 days together. And
now the flyers don't have the flyers don't have a price.
No, you won't have that on the flyers.
Okay.
I think I have it here among my notes here. But and again, we have the competition is going to be over 80 divisions. 80 divisions.
What time of day you start?
We start in around 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Finish around 5.
Okay.
Then we start again the next day.
Same time? 10 to 5. Okay.
Registration is 7:30 in the morning.
Okay. So you register the day of the competition?
We would prefer if you go online and you can register online.
Okay.
Or get all information. www.pj Professor Jackson, I for International, M for Marshall, Arts Academy. So www.pjimaa.com. And also you can call 340-642-0300.
Repeat that number again for them.
340-642-0300.
There it is.
And that's at any time.
Yes.
So
we have an honored guest that's coming in.
Okay.
And I will have to mention this. He's coming in from Florida. His name is Herbie Thompson. Renowned, feared fighter.
Renowned, feared.
And not only that, but he is retired. Our President Obama visited him in Florida and gave him an award for his dedication, commitment to the development of our children in communities.
Yes, yes.
In communities.
That's right.
And he's an excellent fighter. My instructor, Grandmaster Earl Monroe, and him were very good friends. They fought in Staten Island. That was some fight. But Herbie took the better edge of him. And then Herbie had brought his #1 student, which was Baby Doll, guy by the name of Baby Doll. And of course, I was set up and I fought him.
Okay.
And when I fought Baby Doll, I got disqualified, bust his lip down. I guess too much aggression at that time, yeah.
Okay.
But good, solid fighters, good martial artists. It's an extravaganza that you don't want to miss.
Right.
Memorial Day weekend. Where? In St. Thomas.
Yes.
Where? At the University of the Virgin Islands. 80 divisions. Sports jiu-jitsu. Point fighting. Continuous fighting. Team competition. Bring the best team you got. We got teams coming out of Puerto Rico that just came back from California and took grand championship. Katas, weapons, self-defense. You see displays against clubs, knives, gun attacks. And ages from 4 years old up to 70 years old. Worldwide competition. New York, Puerto Rico, U.S., Tortola, Trinidad, Florida, Santo Domingo, Europe. Again, for information, please call 340-642-0300 or 340-201-7273. All Grandmasters, I repeat, all Grandmasters and Masters and their schools are invited to this martial arts, karate, jiu-jitsu, taekwondo competition. See you champions. Come out and see your champions.
Yes. Yes.
Defend themselves in a championship international forum. 2 days. Not 1 day, 2 days.
No, normally it's one day.
Normally you'd have tournaments, the world tournaments on the mainland that's kept at Disney World, the U.S. Open. It's normally 2 days.
Okay.
Again, because the contestants, sometimes they have like 3,000 or 4,000 contestants.
Wow.
I'm anticipating over 300 contestants.
Wow.
And we can't have everything all in one day up to 10. No.
Yes.
You come in, you do break it down on Saturday. You do jiu-jitsu, the forms, weapons, what have you. You break, have lunch, dinner, what have you, come back again. And like I said, the reception is on Friday. And this is the best part. Because we get together, we break bread, we chit-chat, talk, dance and all of that. And then I'll take the microphone and say, okay, it's 10 o'clock, 9:30, time to go.
Curfew.
Because tomorrow is time to rumble.
Battle of the champions.
But again, in sportsmanship fashion.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever had this competition outside of the Virgin Islands?
Yes, we've had, this is my 7th international tournament that I'm keeping. And you have such martial artists also as, like I said, Dennery, Grandmaster Dennery. Right. You have Grandmaster Andus. You have Charles from Taekwondo, Ezra Charles. I mean, he has kept over 20 tournaments. So he's promoting, and he promotes the Taekwondo style. Okay. The concept of my art and my competition is to encompass everything. I will put all of it together. I've had 4 in St. Croix, and I've had 2 in St. Thomas, and now this is going to be the third.
Okay.
And we're introducing jiu-jitsu. Kick, punch, grab, take down, bust down, lock out. Leg,
loose, release. Yeah, but this is going to be really intense, man.
Yes. Yeah. And I want to thank all the parents and the committee because they're working diligently, and and I have to say thank you to Marissa. And I have 2 of international champions that are coming from Florida, 5th degree black belts. That's my daughter, Ebony Jackson, coming out of Tampa, and my son, Austin Jackson, coming out of Orlando. And they're internationally known. And they'll be there judging, coordinating, and my son is talking about looking to fight also. So, and so we'll have seminars, and Herbie Thompson, Grandmaster Herbie Thompson's son, will be here, who is also an international champion, and he would be doing a seminar on sweep, taking you off of your feet.
Wow.
It's like a what do you call it, a weed whacker?
Yeah.
Swoop, and
you like that? Like a weed whacker. No sooner than you raise your hand, you're done.
That sounds serious, man.
You blink your eye, Don't sleep, sleep.
Yeah.
So are you having any like fundraisers
yes.
leading up to this event?
We're asking, we've been asking some of our corporate sponsors and all that, and I have to say hats off to tourism, to the VI Lottery. Tourism have always been supporting us and VI Lottery in all our trips going abroad. We have locally here O'Neill Travel. We have Stephen Freak from Orthopedic. Hope I got the right thing, the right words. Orthopedics. He's an EDC company that has been giving us a lot of support.
Okay.
But on the other side, if I may miss anyone, I just don't have the listing with me. But to all our sponsors, I want to say thank you. Do we need more? Yes. And it's not too late to give. We have sponsorship. We're asking for ad. We have up until May 6th that you can, again, call and give an ad, $50 for a business card to be placed in the booklet, and then I think it's $125 or something like that for the half a page,
Right.
and all of that. At full page is $250. So you can promote your business again through
The competition.
to the competition,
Right.
because we're going to have booklets that will be given out.
Okay.
The business card is $50, quarter page, $75, half a page, $125, full page, $250, and the full page inside and back cover, I think those are gone already. Those were $500.
Okay.
Okay, so we still welcome that. And again, you have the number to call. Your contact for that would be 340-201. I repeat, 340-201-7273.
Right.
Or contact us at pjimaa.com. That's email. And I mentioned to you about the website
Right.
for the tournament information.
Yes.
But for the fundraising activity, contact us at pjimaa.com.
Yeah, but when I mentioned fundraisers, so you're not going to have any like bake sale kind of things between now?
I think that even the I heard the parents them speaking yesterday at their break. We had the Education Connection. They were talking here locally on St. Croix about doing maybe some car wash or bottle selling
Water.
and
Okay.
things like that.
Okay.
So there'll be some fundraising to that effect.
Leading up
Okay.
to
You
that
know,
date.
in St. Thomas, they'll be doing other activities also. And it always turns out that you can always ask for as much as you can get, and whatever you get, you are thankful.
Yes.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
but we ask and we plead for your support, because it's a endeavor for promoting the martial arts, promoting our U.S. Virgin Islands. Many times we have traveled, and we have been traveling, and the last time I kept a tournament was in 2004, if my memory served me correct. And while we were competing all those years, the question have been asked, when are you going to bring the World Tournament to the Virgin Islands? Well, here it is, Virgin Islands. Come on out and support.
Yes.
See your children, our students, the discipline of the martial arts manifests itself to a level that's not seen before. In sportsmanship, manifesting self-discipline, self-worth, self-esteem, and the self-defense aspect. Again, I said the hotels are Emerald Beach, that's the host hotel, and the Carib Beach also. And if there's any information that's needed, www.pjimaa.com on the website, or you can call 340-642-0300.
Okay, Grandmaster Lewis Jackson is our guest tonight. Big event competition coming up May 23rd and 24th
Yeah.
in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands,
2015.
at the University of the Virgin Islands Sport and Fitness Center.
Right.
Two-day event,
Two-day.
and he's looking for your support. Is this going to be like on TV or anything?
I'm hoping to get some media coverage on it. I'm hoping that Channel 12 do us the honors and come out and, you know,
At least film some stuff.
film some stuff to show.
Okay.
But our school location is the University of the Virgin Islands, and we're there from 10 o'clock until 1 o'clock of 3 hours of intensive training. You're paying for 11 to 1, but I take that seaplane 9:15 and I'm there from 10, and I'm ready to work.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're there.
Yes,
That's
sir.
on Saturdays from 10
to-
up until
to
1.
1.
Okay?
Okay.
Again, if your child, our children, wants the discipline, self-esteem, and the self-worth, JITSU has that to offer, and we humbly do so. giving and knowing that knowledge in a cradle is useless unless it's shared.
Right.
Knowledge in a corner, excuse me. And we're committed to seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave.
Is there any fee to join for the children to join this program, Grandmaster?
Yes, you can get the information as far as again, from the same phone number I mentioned,
all right.
as far as that.
Okay.
And once the initial fee will encompass the full uniform, the patches that goes on the uniform, and that includes a monthly fee also.
Okay.
And thereafter, you continue with just the monthly fee.
Okay, great.
But each one is committed to teach one.
Yes, sir.
It's one family.
Nice.
Nice, man. We want to say thank you for coming out. As always, we always ask our guests, did we cover everything that you need to talk about? Maybe we forgot something. Maybe
you want to mention something
that you want to mention
that you didn't say.
What I'd like to say again is I always give thanks and praise to the Almighty.
Yes, sir.
Because what I have, the little that I have, was given to me. And I'm here to share that. And my black belts. I have over 60-something black belts, 64 black belts spread out throughout the world. And they're doing their thing. Whether it is in their businesses or whatever, the discipline continues.
Yes.
Because they're black belt in construction, they're black belt in the military, they're black belt in aviation, they're black belt in sailing. The discipline continues. Are you a quitter? No. In everything that you do, you're going to do your what?
Best.
And the Bushido is, love is our law. Peace is our shelter. Order is our attitude. Truth is our worship. Conscience is our guide. Form is our manifestation. Nature is our companion. And beauty and perfection, I repeat, beauty and perfection is our life. And our purpose in life
is to add the aim and the guide.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
I hear you, Sue.
Yes, sir. I like the emphasis. I love the philosophy.
Yeah.
I love the Bushido of the discipline, you know? Yeah.
It's good to keep you grounded, man.
Yes,
oh,
yes.
Yes, all the time.
And see, and what I didn't say realize, well, I guess I did, but I didn't really thought of it, is that discipline from the art, and then it transfers now over into the rest part of your life.
That's correct.
No matter what you're doing, you just have that manifestation of that discipline within you.
All the time.
Because my thing too, Grandmaster, is that I say that if a person does something for 21 days, it becomes a habit, it becomes a lifestyle, it becomes part of them. You know, so anything you want to do and you want to do it, we got a call coming in.
All right, let's see what we got here. Talk show, good evening.
Good evening. Is it too late to call in and ask questions?
No,
right ahead.
Go right ahead. He can hear you.
Yes, couple of questions I wanted to know. Is there a fee for the students in the after-school program to be in the martial arts?
No. That's free of charge. So it's important that that's understood. You don't have to pay no $50 a month or nothing like that. The fee is the dedication of the students. The fee is the dedication of our teachers.
Okay. And if you wanted to donate, how could you donate? Is there a place you could donate to help, with some of the students with
that's a very good question. I think when we checked online, I think it was like $64 or something, $66 one way going over to St. Thomas. And of course, like I said, we got about 10 children that we want to take besides our regular 8 students. So that's about 18. So we need all the help that we can get. So I'm reaching out. We're reaching out. What can you donate? Please call 340-201-7273 and ask for Marissa Allen, who's the program coordinator, or you can call myself at 340-642-0300. Now, please be generous. The kids are thirsty. Let's give them some water and quench the thirst with knowledge. And show that what we say we mean. That our children are our future.
Yeah, I think we lost our call, but hopefully she's listening and caught everything you said there.
Okay.
So where were we there, Soup? You just ran through there. Anything else? Anything else happening with the organization prior to the May event? Anything happening locally here?
Right now, it's just the emphasis is just based on training.
Getting ready.
I told the students them yesterday, and I told them last week in St. Thomas. I said, listen, every day you train, not because it's carnival, you're going to relax.
Yes.
You got to work out. Because I know in Jamaica they're working out. In Trinidad they're working out.
Yes.
In Europe they're working out.
Yes.
Because they're coming to do what?
Battle. They come into battle.
So they come into battle.
Yes, sir.
So keep that in mind.
Yes.
Why? Because you are a force to reckon with.
Yes.
You have proven that over the years. You have showed them your skills.
So generally, the Virgin Islands has done well in these.
Very
okay.
well. Oh yeah.
You really don't hear much. You really don't hear much on the paper or the news. But I guess you guys are kicking ass. I guess, right?
I know that we do our best, and pound for pound, we can match with anyone around. I would say that.
Okay.
And like I said, it's proven. We go to world tournaments and we see the success that we bring home.
Right.
It's on the newspapers and what have you. Sometimes there may be some excerpts shown on the news and all that, but it's not something that you're going to hear perpetuate such and such and such.
Yes.
Because
it's a humbleness.
Our style again is that humility.
Humble.
But at the same time, we want them to know that the Virgin Islands is not just a pencil point dot on the map. Because when you draw the United States and you come around to the Florida, you see a little big circle, you see Puerto Rico.
Yep, and
then you see little pencil points. So while we're there doing our thing and achieving and winning championship, they say, where are you from? And we have the flag, USVI. USVI. And again, thank you to tourism, USVI. Because everywhere we go, we always display that flag. And tourism will be having some gift bags, again, to give out to our guests that are coming in.
Right.
And make them feel comfortable.
Welcome.
All the time.
Okay.
No problem. I mean, there's a full commitment there. However, we're asking for help to defray the cost.
Yes.
Trophies and all that running close to $5,000. Just trophies.
Yeah.
Housing is like $200. We got the Grandmaster to house the guests for 5 days. That's $1,000.
Yeah.
His airline ticket. We got to move students from St. Croix to St. Thomas. The St. Thomas students have to pay to get to the tournament too.
Yes.
And it's $65
to get in.
65. No.
To compete.
To compete.
To compete, right.
But that's not for one event. For 65 US, you get to compete in three divisions of your choice.
Wow.
And if you want to compete in additional, it's only $10 US.
Okay.
So again, it's a martial arts extravaganza. Let's make it work.
Yeah.
Yes, I see there.
Grandmaster Lewis Jackson is our guest tonight.
I coming to you for training, okay, Lewis? Don't talk.
Yeah, that was good, man. Grandmaster Lewis Jackson is our guest tonight. I want to say thank you for coming out, and much success to you and the team and the Virgin Islands here in May at the tournament over there. And Soup, you got any final words, man?
Grandmaster, it's been a pleasure meeting you. Continue to do what you're doing here in the territory, especially for our young people. And Rastafari guide you and bless you. One perfect love, and wish you much success.
Right.
Yeah, and we like to say one perfect love is our praise and his blessings. When you put it all together, you got one perfect love. This is the It's Your Perspective talk show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow we have author Gary James, Black Politics 2.0. His conversation continues. I think he's on part 11. He'll be here. So on that note, we're out. See you tomorrow. Peace.